Alright, so if you're looking to replace your old large water heater with a tankless, we are going to be taking a look at this Apus 14 kilowatt tankless water heater. This is a 240 volt instant on-demand hot water with up to 3.3 gallons per minute. It is a space-saving design, very small, mounts on the wall. So it does come with a 3/4 inch NPT fitting, which is pretty nice. You are going to need a 60 amp breaker and 6 gauge cables. Alright, let's see what comes with this little fancy box. Alright, so you have your template for the holes. These are nice. Alright, so you have 2 rubber washers, instruction manual, screws, and little grommets. Well, very well packed. Alright, so this is a very nice setup. You have your cold inlet, hot outlet. You do have an adjustable grommet, which is nice. You do have the 3/4 inch. It does come with a little seal there. And what I like about this one, if you have a 3/4 inch pipe, which is exactly what I have, you can just get the flexible hose that directly plugs into here, and you don't have to do any welding or anything like that. So very, very nice. And the ones that I've been buying in the past, it's a 1/2 inch setup. So this one's kind of like a direct fit. Very nice. And you have your filter that you could occasionally probably take out and clean. I believe so. So there you have it. So let's get to the installation part. And then once I have it on the wall, we'll take the cover out and see all the little details inside. Beautiful display. You have your on, off, and you have your max. Okay. All right, so to remove the cover, you have a screw here, 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 and then you have 2 on the top. And you have to remove this little plug right here, okay, for the display. So that we could go ahead and install it. Alright, so here we have the brand new 60 amp labeled breaker that we installed. This is a brand new electrical box. Since I didn't have space, it was a tiny little old electrical box to add, for the water heater. I have to replace the whole thing. I kind of went on the outside since these walls are kind of like that hard concrete, drywall. So definitely you want to do something a little easier. So now I'm going to take out these little shark bites that I use, and I labeled main. So I'm going to put a valve with a hose on there, which also shark bite, to make the installation a lot easier. Using my template, I already made a little mark more or less where I want it. Alright, so once you have put the screws in, you can do the 2 top ones, and then it'll slide into this little tab right there, and then you put the bottom one. Alright, once you cut the cables, you're going to have your load 1, 2, ground, no neutral. Gonna take the little grommet screw cap off, insert it first, run it through your grommet. Make sure you leave the shield on this part here. And then you can do this is pretty thick cable, so sometimes you have to kind of play with it. Make sure it gets pushed in all the way and it gets inserted. I like to make sure that all 6 of them are tight. Okay, now let's go ahead and put the grommet. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the cover on. Remember, we need to plug the little cable. Get an idea where I'm going to cut this main. Alright, once you cut the pipe, make sure you deburr it, especially if you're going to be using the shark bites. Always want to also clean the exterior. There's a little bit of oxidation on there. You don't have to over tighten this because it's got the rubber seal. All right, so we're done. That's pretty much it. Make sure that all your screws are in, grommets tighten. All right, don't turn on the breaker just yet, just in case it has a pop on feature. Run the water for 10 minutes, get all the air out, and then we'll go ahead and turn it on. All right, so water's open. Let's go ahead and see. Make sure we don't have no leaks. You want to open up, your shower, hot, or your sink, and make sure there's no power. And let it run. Hear all that air out. Let it run for a while. All right. So once you turn on the breaker, you're going to get two little dashes. It's in the off position. So I believe it goes between 86 to about 131 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's go ahead and put it about 120. 120, 122 or so. Okay, perfect. I'm not sure if there's a way of changing Fahrenheit to. There's no toggle on the switch. All right, so we got about 122. Let's turn it on and see what happens. All right, so it's telling you gallons per minute. And there you have it. All right, works nicely. Ow. All right, pretty impressed with this unit. Water is extremely hot. Nice clean install. Very spacious. And love the fact that it comes with the 3/4 inch MPT threads on the bottom, so you can do this setup. And the reason why I like this setup, instead of like basically welding the pipes right into it, tomorrow when I move it, take it out, clean the filter with this flexible type hoses. It works fantastic. Easy fix, easy install. Alright, so if you have any questions, comments, you know what to do. Don't forget to like and follow. Check out the links, they do help out the channel. See you guys on the next project.